have a good life and
Thank you, you too.
always.
Cheers. See you.
Hello, this is Uncle. I don't know if you remember that, but that's how we finished the last episode. I've met the guy on BMW and then I went my own direction. However, I will meet him again very soon. But nevertheless, this is the last episode of the series and I will tell you a bit more about the whole trip. I will do the summary. And yeah, I promised you even that the whole series was in Polish with the only subtitles on my other channel. The link is down there in the description, of course. But anyway, the last episode is prepared in English, so here we are. And now, let me stop again with that guy on Beamer.
Nice ride. You are faster in corners because it's lightweight.
Small curves. You can.
I've got good tires,
Yeah.
but everything is heavy, so it's like,
Yeah. But you have much luggage, Mark.
yeah.
But I have to wait for my wife.
But well, his wife arrived sooner than later, so I used my drone, but he had a few questions about it.
And you can make it to follow when you drive? No.
Now it's a toy, but it can follow, but it's not fast enough for motorcycle.
Yeah.
It can follow when you walk, so for example I can show the view or something, but that's all.
Well, there was much more in that conversation, but never mind that, because you know what? It's time to go.
Right, see you later. Have fun.
Won't wait for me. And you're living in the city side.
But look at that cloud in front of me. I don't like it at all. And that's where I go.
Every path you're running through leads to conquer.
But hey, if you don't know that I'm in the Vosges mountains in France, and really nice place, I really liked it, but I had to stop again. And then I saw that. Very cool if you ask me. But nevertheless, I stopped here to drink some water and to take 2 ibuprofens because my head is in terrible state right now. Such a massive headache. Even that Ducati wouldn't sort it out. Let's go then.
I come back to where the ground feels right. To a road.
Very, very pleasant ride. So what can I say about Vosges Mountains? If you've never been here, it's worth to come. The views are not smashing maybe, but, well, sometimes they can be. Just look at that.
I'll take dust beneath my feet. You stay.
Yep, that was smashing indeed, but nevertheless, I had to stop again and at least shoot some pictures, you know, because why not? Good spot for the picture, right?
Those concrete fields.
Yep, lovely place. Tarmac is brilliant here. Not much police force. And also on top of that, plenty of B roads. Plenty of junctions, plenty of small roads. So, I love it. But hey, let's take those shots, shall we? Yep, smashing, so off we go.
Ależ wesoła kostucha tu panuje.
And now I just said that it's bloody cold here, so I had to do something. Cover my face, because it was really cold. And I mean, really. Well, yeah, that's another stop. Because I needed some bushes. I won't tell you why, but nevertheless, now it's time to go, seriously. Yep, now it's much better. Bike somehow wants to go better. I don't know why. But anyway, I checked the temperature on my front tire sensor, because it's showing temperature. Amazing Chinese technology, isn't it? Yeah, of course, because it's not coming from BMW. Anyways, I checked it and it's 12 degrees. So lovely, right? But look at this guy's pillion. She doesn't care at all. Maybe there is something wrong with me. Never mind. But then I spotted something extremely interesting. Well, that's the first white Urban GS I saw on the whole trip. Lovely, right? So I shot the picture and I left the sticker and card on that bike. But spoiler alert, the owner didn't contact me. Probably he doesn't care at all. Anyways, the bike was brilliant and not that common. What was I saying? First weight BMW, Urban GS? Well, that's not Urban GS, that's the new 1200 GS, but anyway, it's cool and it's also rare. But seriously, who cares? Let's just go. And after passing all those bikers here, I came to one conclusion. Well, they all nodded at me, so I thought it's pretty cool. But is it? Then when you are at the stop, you actually don't talk with anyone. They didn't talk to me, I didn't talk to them. So why do you nod at all? What's the point? You tell me. I personally think it would be better just to talk one another rather than nodding like an idiot. But hey, what do I know? And actually right now I didn't want to stop. That's what Waze told me to do. I mean, it showed me that I need to turn into that road, which is now in front of me, which is bollocks, but then it told me to turn back and go the opposite direction, which is extremely stupid. So I ignored it and off I go again on the main road. But hey, Waze didn't stop there, so I had to stop and change the navigation to Google Maps, because it's kinda better. Well, at least it was better in this place. And now I left the higher mountains probably because it's got slightly warmer. My super Chinese sensor on my front wheel tells me that it's 15 degrees already. Blimey, scorching hot! But nevertheless, there is one more spot in the Vosges mountains where I want to stop. And that's some hidden lake in the forest. It's somewhere nearby, so let's just go there. But hey, in the meantime, let me just tell you what do I think about Vosges mountains. Because I almost left it. So, how is it? See, there is plenty of gorgeous roads here, so I really recommend it if you already been in Alps, if you just want a shorter trip from the UK or from other sides of Europe. This is rather a nice direction. Pleasant roads, good corners and plenty of junctions with B-roads everywhere. But now, let's see that. Very nice, but you cannot swim there. Because it's 15 degrees, but you can ski here. Except, well, there is no snow. However, you can. But only a bit later. You know what I mean.
No i teraz tak, chyba se pęcherz przeziębiłem, bo...
Yep, what you can see is another stop, but there is reason for that. I stopped again for a leak because... well, let's just say that my bladder doesn't like to be cold that much. So, here you go. But that's really good that I stopped, because I need to fix that, bungee cord. So, I've got that kiwi juice, and I've got also ibuprofen, because my head still hurts. Yeah, it really does. So, it's not the best day for me today. Also, I dressed a bit warmer, and my mesh jacket landed at the bottom of my bag, because I won't need it anymore. I only have few more miles today to do, and tomorrow probably a few in the same sort of temperatures, and then I will be in the UK. So I don't suspect that in the UK it will be extremely warm. Or should I maybe? I don't know. Anyways, off we go again. But what I wanted to say here, that the clientele of that Aldi store, was kinda questionable. I don't know what's wrong here. Is it that village, is it that Aldi store, or whatever that was? The average IQ of the clientele looked somewhere in the vicinity of 60 probably, at best. Also, all the people here look like they've got alcohol or drug problem. So, here you go. It is what it is. And look at this village. This one looks quite different than the previous one. Interesting. And a few guys from Croatia, that's interesting as well. Why a few Croatian bikers came here? That's questionable again. But anyway, who am I to answer that question? But what can I tell you about this place? It looks kinda gorgeous, however, the condition of the buildings is kinda iffy. One thing is certain though, it's not really wealthy area. However, the next village tells a different story. Or maybe it's just clean and taken care of. Probably that's it. Well, let's just go.
Yeah. So guys, after a long session with my phone and checking out booking, I figured out that I will actually stop today at Nancy, in Nancy. Nancy is a nice medieval town, and I want to stop there because it's just an hour ride from here where I am right now. And I'm tired. It won't be many kilometers today, probably 230, which is 150 miles-ish for today, but it was bloody cold and I had a bloody headache, so it is what it is. And another thing is, it's Saturday, so I think it's a good opportunity to drink one last beer, because tomorrow I'm going to Calais. I've got a train booked through the channel because it was cheaper than the ferry. That's a surprise. So I'm going through the tunnel, and that will be it. And I will tell you more when I will be in the hotel room.
In the meantime, I had to go through those fantastic B-roads in France. It looks like it might rain, but in front of me the sky is clear and the road is sort of perfect. I don't know about you, but I still enjoy those French B-roads. They are kinda cool, but for sure most definitely enjoyable. Also, in some places there is not many corners. But anyway, what's in front of me tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm going to do about 300 miles to Calais. Then on Monday I will just head back home from Dover. So that's more or less the plan. I won't be recording much on the way there. However, I will tell you a bit more about the trip itself. I will do the summary very soon, but not now, because now, look how beautiful it is here. And there is a stop sign. So, I found the low one. No, it didn't won. Actually, I won. But anyway, first I will visit Nancy, and then the next day I will tell you more about the trip. But look there! Unicorns! Seriously, I mean it! And now I just entered Nancy and see how beautiful it is. It seriously is. Lovely buildings on the right and some more lovely buildings on the left. Absolutely amazing city. Told you so. It is really magnificent. But no, I'm just kidding. It really was cool. I just entered the city center and it's perfect here. But never mind about that, because I arrived at the hotel, so let me unpack, sort out all those reception thing, and then we will talk. Let me show you this. Doors, magic corridor, toilet, big room. Anyways, doesn't matter. TV is alrightish, everything's fine, and I'm going to pick up the bike, but that's really pick up the stuff from the bike. But that's pretty easy, because bike's here. Amazing hotel, right? Now let me show you the room. It's brilliant, but the most important thing is the window. But seriously, just look at that. Nice, eh? But anyway, I went to the city center and now I'm just enjoying being a tourist. And this is really beautiful place. Trust me on that, if you've never been in Nancy, it's absolutely worth a visit. And you know that I'm not the person who likes to walk a lot, but here there was a reason to do that. Plenty of lovely places. Just look around. And this town looks like a mini version of Paris. It's kinda size of Manchester, so still enjoyable, I would say. But very soon I will learn something special about this place. Not about this particular one, but soon I will show you something. I think something important, at least, well, for me. So, while I was walking here, just admiring those views and that lovely town square, city square, never mind that, because at the center of that square there was something very special. There was a statue of the city hero, someone who founded most of that city, and that person is Stanisław Leszczyński, Polish king, who actually left Poland and lived here, and he sponsored big part of that town, that city, yes. Well, he never sponsored much in Poland though, but hey, here everything is called Stanisław something. But yeah, that's a nice story, but it's time for a beer, because I'm kinda thirsty. So, oh, well, that's kinda weird. And the place I'm at is actually the Irish pub. Just listen to that. That was music in Irish pub. I don't know how Irish it was, but hey ho. I'm done for today. Enough is enough. And then I slowly headed towards the hotel. But anyway, before that, I decided to take a few pictures and I will share them with you. Because I think it's worth it. But hey, you tell me. So look, this is kinda gorgeous and wealthy town. I mean, at least the city center looks like that. And all thanks to that guy, Stanisław Leszczyński. Bloody bastard. He's stolen all that money in Poland, probably. I don't know. Maybe he did. And look at that. Pharmacy called his name. Let's go to sleep, because it's too complicated, I guess. The rich are always doing their thing, don't they?
Hello my friends, today is the 49th day and I'm here in the hotel room, and in the few minutes I will be starting towards Calais. 500 kilometers, 300 miles. I won't be avoiding motorways because it's pointless. It's already 10 a.m. so I just wanted to get a proper sleep. And today I will be in Calais, tomorrow morning I will be in Dover, and then I will be going back home. So, quick summary. I'm still probably under £4,000, so it's not expensive at all. That trip, almost 2 months. I think so, but it might be slightly over, but anyways. I will give you a proper summary when I will be back home. I think I need to write down all the thoughts I've got about the trip, all the important information, and I will do that summary in the studio at home. So, for now that will be it. I won't be filming that because there is absolutely nothing to see, and if you really want to see that part of France, check out my other videos. There's plenty of videos from that part of France.
One final thing before jumping on the bike, my car though. I bought this device a year ago and now it's not charging anymore. Look, I'm connecting it to the charger, it's charging, and then it shows it's done. So it should be fully charged. However, if I connect it to the helmet, it says it's discharged completely. So the battery is gone. I will have to replace that unit when I will get back home, but for now, it's completely useless crap, which annoys me through whole the trip. Bloody bastard. Anyways, off we go. Did I say off we go? Well, actually, I spent all the day on the motorway, and it was extremely boring, nothing happened, so let's look into the last day. I started that day in this lovely, amazing room, and it was absolutely smashing. It's got everything, place for Coke, place for my clothes, and some sockets, which I don't know what are they for here, but hey ho, there was also this place. The magic place. Look, you need to put your finger into the hole and then you can open the doors. Magic, right? But just after that, I jumped on the bike and now I'm crossing the channel.
As you can see right now, I'm in Great Britain. These people are riding on the left side. I know, I promised you that I will be talking to you from home, but until you know, there is reason for that. However, before that, I have to say I finally switched to English language. Why is it? Because I'm in England, and also because there will be things happening in English right now, so why not? But now I'm going this direction, and that will be lovely. Trust me on that. Well, the thing is, I started today 6 a.m. and after taking the tour train, I was in the UK at the time of 8 a.m. And I thought, what can I do? It's a lovely day. The weather is supposed to be good, and it is. It's warmer here in France. It's quite pleasant. I decided, let's go somewhere.
But for now, let's do the short summary. So, I spent 50 days on the road, I did 11,000 miles, which is on average 225 miles a day, and I've spent 4.5 grand, which is £90 a day. And I think it's bloody cheap. As you probably know, it was almost 2 months on the road. Amazing thing. But right now, I entered the Cheddar Gorge. So what am I doing here? It absolutely wasn't on my way back home, because look at the map right now. I decided to do a big detour. And why is that? Well, because I was at 8 AM in the UK already. I decided, well, it would be a waste if I would be home in what, 4 hours? So I decided to spend that day actively. And I'm actively riding, that's what I did for the last 50 days. Lovely, hey? But there was another reason, and it wasn't because I haven't seen the Cheddar Gorge yet. Of course I've seen it a few times already, and the real reason behind that decision was kinda different. Actually, yesterday I messaged my mate Nell and asked him, what are you doing on Monday? And he said, I'm going to Cheddar Gorge with my daughter Jade. So that's why I'm here.
Ah, look at that.
You made it then, yeah? 11,000 miles.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Right. Look at the two.
So now off we go slowly towards Coventry, and that will be end of it. So, again, the summary: 11,000 miles, 225 miles per day, and that's a lot, especially in the mountains. Maybe not on motorways though, but in the mountains, yes. We were not sitting on our asses all the time, even if it looked like that on the videos sometimes. There was quite a few roads which we took. Is there anything we missed? I think we missed the Van Lake and Ararat Mountain. Otherwise, we seen everything we wanted. We didn't spend much time in Georgia because it was raining there, but mostly because it's really easy to take a flight and rent the bike there and ride for however you want. So we made the decision that you cannot do it in Turkey, so let's explore more of Turkey. Money-wise, 4.5k, it's not much, it's really just £90 a day, which is brilliant. Yes, you can do it even for cheaper if you would be wild camping a lot, but if you want at least a bit of comfort, it makes no sense.
And now, that's the end.
Yep, unfortunately, this is the end of the whole story. I left you some GPX file in the description of the video, so feel free to grab it for free and you will see where we've been and maybe you will use it. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask in the comment. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers!